call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wisconsin's offense will have the football first. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On the option. Now the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Oregon's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long... There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a running room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Got his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Badgers are marching down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Pitts. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pitts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Perry. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough.
He's loose. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game, and he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Hill. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. Now the pitch. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off-play action. Under fire. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Heaves it deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Fights off a defender. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Unloads to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
35, Wisconsin, 0.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kick is on its way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's caught. It's Coleman. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jefferson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Hill. What a cut. Now he's loose. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making checks. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Wisconsin, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. Stumbled to the ground. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Mason. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Coleman. ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Green. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Finds some room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fleming. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Quarterback may change this route. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. Oh, he's got some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. Touchdown, Oregon! Excellent path by the back on the option. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Snagged in the middle, it's Pitts. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. To throw, it's Knight. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Ducks getting set on first and 10. They'll run the option. The pitch. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Right back to the well.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. The play-action fake. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Badgers line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Across the 45. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab, it's Coleman. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up.